Do you want to make sure you and your partner have the best sex possible? Maybe you felt gross after a sexual experience and don't want to ever feel like that again. Knowing and sharing clear boundaries creates the safe container for red hot sex to ignite. This week on the Blue Ball Report. Welcome to the Blue Ball Report. I'm your host, Digger. I'm a queer daddy dude and sex and relationship coach. I'm currently studying for sex and relationship coaching, and I'm learning a lot of insightful things. It turns out there's a lot of us who struggle with boundaries, and even for those of us who don't, we're likely to engage with those who do, so it's useful to know what boundaries are, why they're so crucial to the hottest sex, and how to share boundaries and be sensitive to the boundaries of others. Today, we'll show you how. Before we continue, I want to thank our sponsor. Today's episode is brought to you by our Teespring store, Blue Ball Apparel, featuring limited edition designs that can change at any time. So check them out today. Your purchase supports our sex-positive mission to liberate libidos and thwart coitus lamus. Add your email address for my weekly newsletter and get 10% off. See links in the description. If you want to be the best lover and friend you can be, then hit the subscribe button for weekly content. First, what are boundaries? Well, these are limits to what we'll do and enjoy. Boundaries are activities that we would regret doing, resent the other for, or make us feel gross. They're off limits. Now, boundaries can change from partner to partner and time to time. They're not set in stone. You might feel like kissing as far as you want to go on this first date, but butt sex is fine on another date or with another person. My boundaries aren't simply what I want at all times. It's good sex and relationship skills to be good giving in game and play well with a lover, which sometimes means doing for him something of less or even no interest to me, as long as it's within my boundaries. If you've ever let your boundaries get crossed and you engage sexually with someone in a way that you didn't want, it probably left you feeling gross and regretful, maybe even resentful of that person. Me personally, I didn't realize that boundaries can be very difficult for some people because somewhere along the way I learned how to assert and protect my boundaries. But now that I know it's hard for some others, I've learned to be sensitive to that so I can help my lovers keep their boundaries. Maybe they were raised in a family where they weren't permitted to have boundaries, so they don't know them. Maybe they're too afraid to disappoint others, so they let their boundaries get crossed. Maybe they were taught to be polite and accommodate the needs of others, sometimes at the price of their own. Some people can be afraid of rejection if they set boundaries, or disappointing others by setting boundaries. Maybe that's you. But boundaries are a gift to those you give them to. Why? When I'm clear with my lover's boundaries, I can respect them and be sure he has a good time too. It helps me feel uninhibited and free within our boundaries. Without boundaries clearly defined, we can cross them, and that can leave him feeling resentful of me. I feel comfortable in a space I know where we're both enjoying it. Now, how do you know what your boundaries are? Because of a thing called arousal non-concordance, I know that my dick can get excited at anything sexual, even if it's not something I want in my heart, or in my gut, or in my head. I check in with how it feels in my head, my heart, my gut, and my dick. If any of them say no, then I say no. I know what no feels like in any of those places. If you don't know what that means, a sex and relationship coach can help. The next question is, how do you assert your boundaries with a lover who's starting to cross them? Me personally, I might redirect them to something else non-verbally. Move their hand in a certain place. Or I might say, not today, or not yet, or please don't touch my butt today, it hurts. Waiting till you get annoyed or angry and expressing your boundaries in such tones can be hard for your lover to hear, and they'll probably take it personally. So practice saying in a loving way something simple like, not today, not yet, or can we do this? There's no need to apologize for your boundaries, nor justify them, nor explain them. Just a simple smile and butt sex is beyond my boundaries, or no butt sex today, if it might be a better day another day. Then you might offer another option like, you want to make out? Be clear, polite, and comforting. If they're disappointed, I can be understanding to a point, but if they can't get over it or respect it, then they can't respect me, and it's a sign that we're not a good match. I like to check in and make sure I'm respecting my lover's boundaries. I pay attention to their body language, or how they're breathing or moaning. Do they move towards me or away from me? If I'm unclear, I might check in verbally. Would you like? Does that feel good for me, or would you like me to do something else? I sometimes even feed them the answer. no thank you, or not right now are perfectly acceptable answers. Your boundaries are important to me. If you resent your lover or often find sex gross, understanding and asserting your boundaries may help. And as a sex and relationship coach, I can help. Because knowing your boundaries and how to offer them lovingly creates a solid and safe foundation to build a super hot sex life. I'm currently offering my email subscriber fans free 30-minute sessions around boundaries and other hot topics, but I won't be doing that for long. See the description for more information. If you don't know where your prostate is, then tune in next week at the same fucking time, same fucking channel. Meanwhile, enjoy this playlist of videos that are the best of last year of the Blue Ball Report, linked here and in the video description. Until next time, farewell and fuck well.